Hello, I am Dr. Lou Sabina, and I'm going to be your instructor for our online course at Butler County Community College, EDUC 103, Children's Physical Health and Safety. So this class right here is a required course for the Child Development Associate's degree. This does not count for the Early Childhood Education degree. This is specifically for the Child Development Associate's degree. My hope is that you'll use this and you'll get a good foundation of the overview in physical health and growth of young children. I want you to know that even though this is an online course, I'm always here to help, and I want to give you a fantastic experience in this course, and I want it to be educational and enjoyable for you. So a little bit about me and in my background. My name is Lou Sabina. I recently finished my doctorate at the University of Pittsburgh on school administrator stress and burnout, kind of why people become principals, why they leave the principalship, that sort of thing. I was a former high school business, mathematics, and computer science teacher. I did a lot with computer programming and basic computer operations. And then I ended up as an elementary school building principal, and I did that for a brief amount of time, and then I ended up becoming school faculty. I've been teaching Butler County Community College for the last 8 years, primarily in the education and business department. In my spare time, I love professional sports and I love going to concerts. So the purpose and structure of this course is to give you an overview of physical health, growth, and safety of young children from birth to age 8. I want to stress right now, for those of you that are pursuing jobs in schools, we've changed our certification in the state of Pennsylvania, and that's very, very, very important. You were now going to be looking at essentially a pre-K through 4 certification, which is much, much, much different than it used to be, and it used to be a K6 certification. So the expectation now is that you have experience when you're becoming a teacher working with children that are ages 3 and 4 up to 4th grade. So this class kind of aligns with that new structure and that new overview of it. We're going to have a few assignments throughout this course. You're going to have a PowerPoint and paper that's a comprehensive playground safety plan, a newsletter addressing 10 common childhood illnesses, a paper and a spreadsheet addressing a meal assessment for children, and a detailed map of a fire safety plan for either a school, classroom, or a child care environment, whatever works for you. So 3 exams in the course. I want to note that the first exam will cover chapters 1, 3, 4, and 6. Exam 2 will be 7, 8, 9, and 10, and exam 3 will be 12, 17, 18, and 19. These chapters have been carefully selected. We are not covering all 20 chapters in the textbook because you will get the other material from the other chapters in the book in child's environment, in curriculum design and development. This is specifically looking at health, safety, and physical growth, so the chapters have been carefully selected. I do not believe in cumulative exams, so you'll have 3 exams in the course, but nothing will be cumulative. You'll have 10 discussion boards in the class, which will be almost weekly assignments you'll have to complete, and there's a calendar in the syllabus that details for you when things are due and what the expectations are. So the 6 standardized course objectives, I'm not going to bother reading these for you, but I want you to be aware that these are the standards that we're going to be covering throughout the course. Pay specific attention to the 2nd and the 3rd ones. This is going to be the focus of our class. Enhancing the child's physical growth through age-appropriate activities indoors and outdoors, and good health and nutrition practices. We're going to be doing a lot with these 2 particular objectives. So the textbook that we're using is the industry standard. They're on the 9th edition now. I have actually been teaching this since the 6th edition, which dates me and shows me how old that I am, but that's just the way it is, I guess, sometimes. But it's the best book there is. You really can't get away with using an older edition. They did a significant update between the 8th and the 9th edition, and the chapters do not align anymore. They cut 2 chapters out, and then they combined 3 other ones. So for this particular class, it really is important that you have the current edition. If you don't, is the material in the 8th edition? Yeah, but you're going to be struggling to kind of balance between one aspect or the other. I definitely think you need to get the current edition. Plus, I have additional articles for the course, and that'll be found under each course module in Blackboard as well. So I have to briefly address the minimum technology requirements for the course. This is what I would expect you to do. You need to be proficient in Blackboard at this point. If you're not, that's something that I would actually take the time to do some of the tutorials that we have provided through us on the college website so you can navigate it and use it. It's expected that you use Microsoft Word and PowerPoint. If you want to be creative, it would be really cool if you had experience with Microsoft Publisher, but your newsletter will come out a lot nicer if you use Publisher, but it's certainly not required. If you have it on your computer, I would suggest using Publisher for the newsletter, and Excel will probably help you on the meal assessment assignment, but you can also make a table in Word if you want to. It's just going to be a little more complicated. These videos, you have to be able to embed, you view videos on YouTube that are embedded, and then open up PDF files. If you can do all this, you're going to meet the technology requirements for the course, and you will be fine. So, the prerequisite for the course, the only one that you should have had, was EDUC 101, Creative Experiences. It's the only prerequisite for the course. That class was more of an overview of sort of activities for children. Now we're taking it to the next level, and we're looking at how their physical development will actually aid in their ability to do the activities. So I have to briefly address the Netiquette Policy of Butler County Community College. This is an online-only course, and you need to remember that your interactions and communications with myself and other students in the class should be professional and courteous. When we're in an online environment, sometimes we forget that we're not face-to-face with people, and we can say things that we don't mean or that can be interpreted incorrectly. Please make sure you're professional when you're interacting with me and other people in the class. I'm incredibly approachable. You can email me at any time. I'm very quick to get back to my emails. I check them constantly. And there'll be a couple of periods of time throughout the semester where I'm at conferences. I will let you know that in advance, but most of the time I'll get back to you within 24 to 48 hours. So I promise I'll get back to you within 48 hours. That is my email address at BC3. At the weekends, I don't check my emails as frequently, but I will get back to you. It would help me if you would put EDUC 103 in your name in the email subject. My BC3 email address, I use it essentially just to teach these classes here, but then I also use it for Quality Matters, which is the online institution that I work with. So if you put EDUC 103 and then your name and email subject, that'll let me know, I got to get on this and I got to get back to you quickly on it. I'm getting, probably between 20 and 30 emails a day from Quality Matters, and I have to respond to that and take care of that. I'm always flexible. I'm always here to help, so please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm here to help. So I don't modify BC3's grading schedule. It is what it is. It's 90, 80, 70, 60, below 60. You might have some other classes where people modify it. I don't. I stick to this. You'll have one extra credit opportunity. I'm posting an introductory discussion board that introduces you and me to the rest of the students in the class. It's worth 5 points. It's extra credit. After that, I don't do other extra credit because I don't modify the traditional scale. There are deadlines. Please keep that in mind. It's an online class, and if you wait till the last minute, that can be a problem. Just try to stay up on the materials. I've given you a very detailed course calendar, so you should know what's expected for the course, and that's what I would hope. So, point breakdown for the class. The exams are 50 points each, so 50 times 3 is 150. So, good portion of your class will be exams. The discussion boards are 10 points each. They're worth 50. Then we have the major projects for the class. The culminating project, which is the safety paper, that's worth 50. The PowerPoint presentation is 25. So the big project for the class is worth 75 points. So it's worth more than all of your discussion boards and almost as much as your exams. So I can't stress enough how important this project is. The meal assessment, the illness newsletter, and the fire safety map, they're a little less, but that should help you give you an idea of sort of the point structure for the course. So if you need technical support, anything that you need, most of it is available at bc3.edu/online learning. The help desk can be contacted. I provide the number for you here, but please note the hours of our help desk, because this is a community college, are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time. They do not operate on the weekends. If you're having technical support on Saturday or Sunday and you need something, you will have to leave a voicemail, and then they'll normally get back to you first thing on Monday morning. They do provide a response during the next business day, but keep this in mind if you're waiting on a quiz or you're waiting on an exam. Having worked for BC3 for a number of years, I do know that technology problems do occur. Blackboard does go down. If we get an email notifying everybody that Blackboard's down, I am certainly not going to hold you to a deadline if that happens, but it has to be something that it's openly addressed to the entire college population. If it's not, then it is what it is. You have to have the assignments in. So I'm going to talk about the assignments for the course, and then there'll be more details in the course shell. So the first major assignment in the class is a newsletter discussing 10 childhood illnesses that children do experience. The first 5 must be included: common cold, fever, chickenpox, sore throat, and diarrhea, and 5 others that you believe to be important. I want a professional newsletter with a section for each of your 10 illnesses, talking about causes, symptoms, preventative measures, and treatment. I want you to focus this assignment on pre-KK or first grade. Think of this one more as something that if you were working with parents for the first time that they're sending a child to school, what they're going to experience, that's what I want to see for this one. I don't want it to focus on the upper grades. I want you to look more at pre-KK and first, because think about it. If you're teaching in a kindergarten or a preschool, some parents, this is the first time that their child has been through school. They're probably going to be more worried and concerned about childhood illnesses than somebody that already has had 2 or 3 kids that knows what they have experienced with that. So that's assignment number 1. Number 2 is a fire safety map and plan. This is sort of our fire safety objective that we have to do. I want you to show me an exit plan in your classroom if a fire were to occur. Every single child care center and school district that you will work in has to have this. Design one map of an exit plan for a school or an early learning center. Use your skills, design the map in Word or Publisher. Those of you that are working in a school or a child care setting, basically take a picture of it. Try to recreate it in Word or Publisher, and then color it, make it look creative, graphically, aesthetically appealing, and something that a child would be able to easily follow to know where to be safe in case of a fire. So next we have a meal assessment comparison. I'm expecting you to go to a grocery store and compare brands of product to prepare a healthy meal for a child. Obviously, if you're working in a school, this is something that the school cafeteria would do. That's their responsibility. That's what they're paid to do. But if you're working in an early learning center, this is on you if you're the early learning center director, and this is something that you need to know how to do. I want you to pick 2 to 4 different brands and justify why you chose the brand and their prices. But I'm also looking at marketing too. I want to know, when you pass through a grocery store, were there things that were appealing to a 3 to 6-year-old? Like, did they pass the toy section? Did they pass cereal that had packaging of characters on it? Because if you're reaching for the healthy food, most of the time the grocery store will put the kids' stuff on eye level, just sort of as a way to market it. And I'm kind of interested in that as well. So kind of tell me what that looked like as well. That's always interesting. And it's something that you should be cognizant of. So the major project for the class. I want to stress this. This is the major project for the course, and it's something that for some of you this is going to be fairly lengthy, but that's why you have 4 months to work on it. This is a final safety paper and presentation. I wouldn't worry about this until spring break, but what you're going to do is you're going to basically go to a community playground, school playground, and child care playground, and you're going to assess safety situations that are there. How does the playground equipment look? Does it look like it's mounted? Does it look like it's sturdy? Does it look like children are okay there? Did you notice any debris? Did you notice any animal feces when you were walking through the community playground? My experience has shown me that you will find that school playgrounds are probably going to be the best designed and safest. Community playgrounds, you never know what you're getting. And child care facilities, it really depends on the institution. And you're going to photograph them, you're going to explore them, and you're going to talk about what you saw and ways in which you would improve them. You're going to have to do a safety presentation. It's a final PowerPoint presentation. Obviously, this is an online course, you don't present it, but you'll upload the PowerPoint presentation. And you'll talk about the community playground, school playground, and child care playground. You'll show me pictures. It should be 15 to 20 slides and comprehensive to the environments. Note, I want this to be picture heavy with text comparing the environments, but I want a lot of pictures on the presentation. That's how you do on the presentation, is pictures. So 5 discussion boards in the course, 500 to 750 words, rubrics available in the syllabus for that. We're going to talk more about that in the first couple of announcements for the class, so don't worry about that. I mentioned the exams already. The day prior to the exam, I want to note that I will have an optional chat session at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on that Sunday. It'll be for a half hour. If you have any question, then the exam will go live the following Monday. But you're welcome to attend these. If you don't want to attend them, I don't mind. It's really up to you. If you have any questions or anything that didn't make any sense or clarity to you, that's something that I would want you to do. So the first assignment is a discussion board posting to introduce yourself to your classmates. Go to the discussion board, get instructions on how to complete the assignment, and that's the first thing that I'm expecting for you to do. And that's it. I'm looking forward to working with you this term. I'm only an email away. You can always get in contact with me. And I'm going to try to supplement this course with a lot of good videos and a lot of good lecture. And I hope you have a great experience in this course. Thank you.